Okay, so just gonna say this starting out. I realize that it's been a while since I've uploaded, so multiple things have happened. First off, there's the obvious quarantine, where I would normally, record alone when everybody else was out at school or work or whatever, but with the quarantine, I haven't been able to do that. Also, the fact that I started working a full-time job, so I can't do it while everybody's sleeping because I'm asleep. Then, there's the fact that I had written multiple scripts, but almost immediately after a few scripts were written, they would become immediately outdated. The most notable was this last one, where I was going to make another video about the Smash World Tour exclusively, and then one new guy, Hurri, in my information gathering group, went, doing 3 videos in a row might not be the best idea, and I went, yeah, you're right, but I've already, written the script for them and everything. Immediately outdated, because I was talking about how the Smash World Tour should have delayed later. Almost immediately, we're delaying until June 1st, so, yeah, it was just a lot of bad time. Whoops, I'm not sure what that was. But, yeah, a lot of bad timing just ended up ruining a lot of things. And then in one video, my computer kept freezing. I was gonna be talking about wishes and that whole controversy, but my computer kept freezing and I couldn't do anything. So, getting into it. Let's start out with the first topic. Meister. Meister, the other day, released a twit-longer on his experience with the Smash community treating him ever since he broke into a high level of play. Now, before we get into this, I do not like Game & Watch as a character. I think he is boring to watch. I think he is not fun to play against. But I respect Meister purely on the fact that at the beginning of the game, nobody thought Game & Watch was a good character. And yet Meister almost single-handedly went, no, Game & Watch is alright. Game & Watch is pretty good. So, just get that out of the way. I have nothing against Meister. Everything I have against the character, I do not associate with the player. And I feel like everybody should do that, but not everybody does. Now, the following quotes are from Meister's twit-longer, starting now. I've started blocking people a while ago to try and have this less on my Twitter feed. I am now going to be using this platform for posting my stream, YouTube videos, and maybe clips and random things like going on vacation or going to eat with my girlfriend. But no more funny posts, no more hot takes, or whatever. I want to be the best, and I want to receive less hate. Even got hate in a Wi-Fi tournament. That did not matter. The "that did not matter" was added on, but it didn't matter. But, as I said, this is just not acceptable for anybody to do towards anybody else. The way I always went with, if I wouldn't say it to somebody's face, I wouldn't say it at all. And I stand by that. If I say something about somebody, I would willingly say it to their face right in front of them. No matter what, whether it's online or offline, if I say something about a person, I will willingly say it to that person. Now, moving on to the next topic. Some people have been saying some incredibly toxic things, one of which that came to my attention was hoping that Sakurai and his dev team got infected during this entire outbreak. Now, this is fucked up for obvious reasons, but admittedly, a few years ago, I talked to the person that I am referring to consistently. I don't anymore, but I used to. I'm glad I don't anymore, but yeah, I used to. Now, the quotes were the following. I hope Sakurai and the dev team catch the virus for making this garbage-ass game. Then he was asked, why doesn't he just drop the game? And his response was, I've put too much time into this game to quit. That, in and of itself, is a very toxic mindset, because you have a game that you don't enjoy playing, that you keep on playing because you don't want the previous hours to be wasted, when you could be playing a completely different game that you enjoy playing, that you could be putting all these hours into instead. So instead of just dropping the game and feeling like those hours were wasted, you can take what you learned in this game, implement it in another game, and you're suddenly not wasting all these hours that you currently are and will in the future, because you're playing a game you enjoy a lot more. It's just a stupid mindset that everything only applies to this game. What you learn in this game can't be brought over to another game, and that's stupid. Guy, if you're watching this, I'm not going to name you. If you're watching this, I would recommend you move on to another game that you enjoy playing more, and I wish you the best if you choose that option. Okay, so admittedly, this is like my fourth take doing this. The first 2 times were awful. Like, I just ran out of words to say. I just kind of froze. But the third time, I had a pretty good run going, and I realized I never changed the images. So that's 2 for 2 on this one. So commentary drama has come up with Twitter user Dyla_Bell_Sky releasing a twit longer, showing us the behind the scenes of commentary. Now, this first one will probably not be a surprise to anybody who's followed Smash commentary for a while, but in the twit longer, Dyla revealed that in order to make it in the commentator side of the Smash community, you must have connections, and pretty good connections at that. To which I say, no fucking shit. There are some trash-ass commentators in the Smash community right now. I'm not gonna name names, but there are some really bad commentators. I'm not including the person I'm going to talk about next, because I have never heard them commentate. I even looked them up while looking for the image you're looking for right now, like a good image to put in the background, and I do not recognize her. And this commentator is Chia. Chia is a commentator that apparently commentates consistently at every event, and is purely because Chia is trans. And the Twitch stream moderators are banning people in chat for saying Chia isn't a good commentator. Now, I will say, I cannot confirm or deny this because I have not heard Chia commentate. So, I'm taking a complete neutral stance on this. But if these same commenters said the same thing about, say, D1 and how his commentary sucks, nothing would happen. But because they're saying it for Chia, they're being transphobic and they need to be banned. No, that is taking criticism away. And I believe everybody needs to be criticized to a certain degree, including myself. I feel like I could be doing better, but I just don't know how to do things, and I'm learning things in the background when I can. But taking the criticism out of it, like not letting people criticize somebody because they're trans, because they're LGBT, is bullshit. And just, if this is true, if this is actually true, I'm not saying it's true, but if it is true, then it's bullshit. And then, the Smash World Tour. Now, I mentioned that I had a script on the Smash World Tour that I had completely done, but it immediately got outdated pretty much as soon as I got it done. So, I'm gonna make it brief. So, it got delayed to June 1st, which I don't think anybody is surprised by if they followed this pandemic. But, frankly, I just think that the Smash World Tour should just delay, cancel the rest of the year, and boom. Like, we don't have to worry about it. We can have a fresh start next year in 2021. We don't need to make it feel like, oh, this person only won the championship because this person didn't have the opportunity to go to this event. Like, have everybody be able to go to every event, and everybody can qualify under equal terms. Now, as I've previously mentioned, I have a few problems with the point system, but overall, just that this is a bigger, just cancel the entire thing. This is bigger than everybody else. You shouldn't be trying to keep this going and try and force it to work this year when, honestly, this pandemic may last until the fall, when everything is pretty much almost over at that point. You might as well just cancel to 2021 and just, because it feels like they're still trying to make it work when it doesn't seem like it's going in the direction where it's going to work. I do not think that this is the situation that, because you have the funding from Twitch, you have the funding from Smash GG, you've already worked those out. Why not just delay it? Because you're going to keep the funding from both of those, especially Smash GG, since Smash GG was founded by the Smash community. I just don't see a reason to keep going. So, that's pretty much all I have to say. I had to make, if it feels rushed, I kind of had to make it because I don't want to wake up the rest of my family, and I've got work tomorrow, so yeah. And if the music in the background that I've been playing is too loud, let me know. I tested a little bit before doing the outtakes, and it sounded fine to me, but I don't 100% know. So let me know if it's too loud, and I'll work on it in the future. And bye.